What narcissists have taught us, as much darkness as they inflict upon us, that the light is much more powerful than darkness, obviously, because light penetrates through darkness. But what they have taught us is that God is so powerful that no matter what they do, God will always reign supreme over every effort and intention that they set, because we have been placed in positions where we did not know what we were going to do and how we were going to come out of the traps that were set by the demonic. And the way that they set traps, they set fires all around you. They attack every area of the human being's life. And they try to do that to surround you and overwhelm you, to make you feel outnumbered, to make you feel overpowered, to make you feel overwhelmed. The Bible says, I meditate on the word day and night. When you think about meditation, you are at ease. You are at ease. Once you are at ease, you can detach. You can detach from the moment. You can detach from the circumstance. You can detach from the chaos and everything that's falling all around you. The evidence can show that everything is falling around you. But once you meditate on the word day and night, and you come into the presence of God and you invite him into your life and allow him to take the driver's seat of your life, the way narcissists let the devil take the driver's seat of their lives. Once you detach from the human emotions, the temporary feelings of defeat and all of that, now we are allowing a sovereign being who is capable of doing the unthinkable, capable of making the impossible possible. He is capable of taking an L and turn it into a W. He can take a minus and turn it into an addition. He can take a division and turn it into multiplication. He is the all-encompassing, more powerful mathematician in all of the universes. It is a very powerful force. And once you surrender your life to this force and you give it all to God, the impossible becomes possible. So it does not matter what your mother does. It does not matter what your ex does. It does not matter what your family does, and the co-workers and the bosses and the neighbors and whoever, anybody trying to come up against you. It doesn't matter what darkness does. We serve a capable being that operates outside of the confounds of logic, practicality, evidence, and facts. Once you realize that, you will release these people. You will feel sorry for these people. You will pity these people because they are not coming up against you. The spirit in them is coming up against the spirit that reigns supreme within us. And we are of the light. We are children of the light of the Most High, not of the more high, the Most High. It don't get no greater than the most. So once you understand that this is a fixed fight, and all I need to do is stay in divine alignment with God. Try to live my life as pure as possible. And I know it's very hard because we are in a very dense reality, because it's a lot of fallen angels and ancient entities here and stuff that we don't even know nothing about. These beings they're more ancient than us, according to the book of Enoch. These things have been here before man was even conceived and brought into being. And so those things are so much greater than us. We don't need to get caught up in that. That's when it says vengeance is the Lord. Just give that to God, because there are principalities on this earth that is far much more greater than anything that we could do. We ain't trying to cast it out. We ain't trying to bind it. Some stuff is just greater than you. We just release it and we give it to the Most High God, because he knows how to do a reckoning way better than anything that you can conceive or think of. So it is in our best interest to release. We're not here forever, so why should we do a lifetime sentence like we're here forever? You know what I'm saying? This is not a lifetime sentence. And so once you understand that, you will not allow people to tie up your time here, because the time is sacred, but the time is also uncertain. We do not know when we're going to exit this place. We were not in control of entering here, and we are not in control of exiting here. The only thing that we can do is to do what we can do, and that is making every day an intentional day. And so if God woke you up and you are a survivor of narcissistic abuse, you were meant to be here, because according to the facts and the evidence, you are not supposed to be in your right state of mind. You're not supposed to physically even be moving, okay? Because it strips you of all of your life. It seeks to strip you of your life force. I love to use the Chinese, shout out to the Chinese brothers and sisters. I love to use the chi to just explain the life force. But that is what it is. It is this vibrant soul's essence expressing itself. It's high, it's moving, it's creating momentum and flow and everything. But when a narcissist, like a very malignant, very cancerous narcissist, anchors itself into your life, it is a major principality that does not want to let you go. It is a harassing energy that seeks to harass you for the duration of your life, right? You may have just met the person a couple of years ago or however long, but this thing wants to be attached to you. It was always with you, but it was an appointed time that it was supposed to strike you before you had awakened. Some people awaken earlier than others, and some people never awaken. There are some people, they come in this realm and they just get spoiled by the pleasures of this realm, and they just forfeit their soul's mission and they just give it over to Satan. And they, before you know it, they smoking, they drinking, they promiscuous, they just living it up here, enjoying themselves, kicking their feet up, and that's it. And just their whole life is pleasure. And I find that some of them have premature unalivings, all kinds of things, just because of the destructive way that they live and how they treat that human body. The human body is a gift. It's a temple that has been borrowed to the human being. We attached ourselves to the human being, but the human being is not who we are. The soul and the essence is who you are. That's you. And this body is just a mere gift. God gave it to you as a gift of mobility for you to move around and to experience the human life. And so it is not for us to beat it down and to treat it like trash. And, you know what I'm saying? Is to just be riding it down. You are really supposed to be very intentional about how you care for yourself, including the way that you think and including your emotional state. It is very well aware of who we are. It knows the human being through and through. It knows the psychology of the human being. It has been here studying us since the beginning of time, since God decided to make a human being. These ancient entities, they have studied us. They know our weaknesses. They know our strengths. They know. However, the only thing that keeps us in right standing and protects us and to keep us on the straight and narrow is living a pure, to the best of our abilities, a pure life. And that includes releasing, because if you do not release these things, you are engaging in a sin against yourself. You're self-betraying yourself because you're sitting up there engaging in an emotion that makes you feel low. Being mad at somebody, that makes you feel low. Being sad all the time, it makes you feel low. Feeling like you have the right to be mad because they crossed you, they backdoored you, they did you wrong, that makes you feel low. And sitting in that emotion and ruminating on what you should have did, what you can do, now you're in dark energy. Now Satan can come and give you all kind of ideas to get back, to get your get back. And while you sitting up there entertaining some get back and revenge, your soul's mission is just chipping away further and further away from you. Not only that, God's presence is chipping away from you further and further away.